Hey guys, Paul Jimolkowski with PJM Fitness here. So I wanted to continue my video series on the pros and cons of resistance bands and what kind of exercises you can do with them and how they will benefit you. So I want to apologize first that it's taken me so long to continue my video series. I ran into some scheduling hiccups and I just hadn't had time to get around to it. But today I want to continue on with it. So I want to talk about in this video the biggest differences between free weights and resistance bands and some of the pros and cons that come along with that. So first I just want to say, free weights are entirely dependent on gravity, the gravitational pull towards the ground. So the weight you're pulling, whether it be 5 pounds or 35 pounds, sure, you're holding the weight and the weight varies, but it is entirely dependent on the gravitational pull down on it. So anytime you're lifting a weight like a dumbbell here, and I'm going to use the bicep curl as an example because it's a really simple move, it's entirely dependent on being pulled downward by gravity. So no matter what kind of exercise you're doing with a free weight, you can only go up and down, up and down. If you're going side to side, you're really still fighting gravity pulling down this way. So anytime I'm holding a weight like this, twisting side to side, I'm having muscles that are fighting to keep it up as opposed to letting it fall down. So with resistance bands, and there's two different kinds I want to show you here today. There's the tubes, so they're called bands, but they're actually tubes. These are open-ended, and I can put whatever attachments I want on here. If you've ever seen the ones that go on the cable machines, such as the rope, for example, the cable rope, you can actually attach this onto these. Now this is mainly with this particular brand, which is called Bionic Body. They make a really good quality resistance band and tube. So as you can see, I can attach whatever kind of attachment I want on here. So the biggest difference, one other one I want to show you, is the actual resistance band, which is closed-ended, not open-ended like the tube. So the biggest difference is that the band is not dependent on gravity, which means you can actually get it from different axes. I think that's how you say it, axes, I don't know. Anyway, you can't do this with a free weight. Okay, you could not perform from a horizontal axis any sort of exercise. Well, that's actually pretty heavy. I would probably do rows with this. So you can't do this with a free weight, like a dumbbell. Now sure, you could do it with a cable machine, like the one I have over here, but essentially what you're still doing, even though you're performing the row with a cable, the cable is still pulling weight up off the floor in a single direction. Okay, so even that is completely dependent on gravity. So one thing that's really great about the bands is you can get different different planes of movement rather, than you can with free weights. So again, I want to show you, you have your different kinds of resistance bands. This is the actual band, and it is a closed loop, which allows you to get different sorts of exercises. The other sort of band you can get is the open-ended resistance band tube. So again, you have open-ended here. They don't connect. Okay, and then you have the free weights like the dumbbells. So again, these are just some of the differences between resistance bands and free weights. So if you're, again, looking to create your own home gym, just some of the options you have. You have your free weights and you have your bands. I personally love using both, but if your budget doesn't allow it, that's where bands really come in handy. Now in my next video, I'm probably going to be talking about some of the different exercises you can do with the bands. That'll actually be throughout several videos. I'll show you different things you can do. But I'm going to continue to talk about the pros and cons and how they're different, so you can weigh out your options when deciding what kind of equipment you want to go with in your home gym. Alright, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm going to try to keep it from going too long. But check it out. Hopefully you guys get some information here that'll help you out in deciding where to go from here as far as what equipment to get. Take care.